What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream from Scalar Learning. Today, guys, I'm live streaming to prep you for the SAT this Saturday. Now, first of all, let me apologize to everybody. These live streams were supposed to have started on Monday, yesterday, and were supposed to be scheduled and be happening every day this week. If you're wondering why, maybe you have an idea just from hearing me talk. Unfortunately, I started losing my voice, and therefore I was almost thinking about not doing it or not starting it until my voice got better. However, I have decided on second thought to try and do my best, at least today. I don't know how long I can go. I'm going to have to kind of go until I can't talk anymore, until it starts hurting. But hopefully we can bang through some math SAT problems. And what better SAT problems to choose from to review than the October SAT problems? Now, I checked on the College Board website, and it said that these problems can only be shared when they're released. This is a test where they are released. Therefore, I am going to share them with you guys, and I'm going to go through them. So here we go. I've got it loaded up here. Hopefully you can read everything, and I'm going to try and bang through as many of the this is without no calculator section, as many of these as I can before my voice gives out. So here we go. First of all, we've got 2z plus 1 equals z, the way we solve this guy. We're going to isolate z as so. 2z minus z is z, plus 1 equals 0. Subtract 1 from both sides, and we get z equals negative 1. And we can see, boom. Now this is from, of course, I took it, so it's telling me the answer that I took on the actual test. And if you haven't seen my score reveal video, I got a 790. I actually got one question wrong on the calculator section, which we'll probably touch on Thursday or Friday. But I just took the October one. Okay. Question 2. A television with a price of $300 is to be purchased with an initial payment of $60. So as soon as I hear that, I'm saying we know we've got some $60 thing here. And a weekly payment of $30. So I know I'm paying $30 every week. So I'm paying $60 up front, and weekly, every week we're paying $30. Okay. Which of the following equations can be used to find the number of weekly payments required to complete the purchase? So if you think about it, when is this value here going to equal $300? And that's kind of how we set it up. Now, all we have to do is, we don't even have to solve. Actually, all we have to do is match the equation. And so it looks like it is C. Because C, they have it on the different sides. They have 300 over here, but it's the same difference. 30W plus 60. And that's it. And we'll double check. And there we go. Now, normally when I do these live streams, of course, I'm trying to solve the problems in real time. In this case, that's not exactly what's happening. I haven't looked at these problems in about a month, so I am sort of resolving them, but I just took it a month ago. So it's not totally fresh like I normally like. Okay, shipping charges. We've got these different problems here. The table above shows shipping charges for an online retailer that sells sporting goods. There is a linear relationship between the shipping charge and the weight of the merchandise. So I can actually tell, wait, let's see. If it's linear, it must be times. Oh no, but there must be a fixed cost. Okay. Which function can be used to determine the total shipping charge for an order of the merchandise with that many pounds? Okay, look, here's how we do this. If it's linear, all we need is two values, okay? And I am going to choose two data points. I'm going to choose these two, okay? And first thing, we need to calculate the slope. We're just calculating a linear equation. So how do we calculate the slope? We take these two coordinates, right? And we subtract down, okay? And the slope is the difference of the y's over the difference of the x's. So if we subtract down, we get negative, $9 and, is that right? $9.90, okay? And then we subtract down here, and we get 10 minus 20, which is negative 10. So those guys cancel out, and I have a slope of 9.9 over 10. 9.9 divided by 10 is just 0.99. So there's my slope, okay? And we have slope-intercept form as y equals mx plus b. The question is, what's my y-intercept? So I don't know. What I like to do in this case, now this is a no calculator section, which makes it a little tricky. But what I like to do in a case like this is basically plug in these values, and we can solve pretty quickly. So check it out. If I plug in 10 for x, I plug in the corresponding y value for y, 2189, okay? What we get is 2189 equals 0.99 times 10 plus b. And that's 9.9 equals 2189 plus b. We're going to subtract 9.9. And I've got b equals, let's see, 21. So it's 11. Here, let's actually do the subtraction carefully here. So we got 9, 0, 18, 9, 1, 10, 1, 1. So it's 1199. So then if we go back to this equation, up here, I'm going to erase that b and write in 1199. Actually, I don't remember this question, or not too well, but it looks like it's got to be b, 0.99x plus 1199. Let's make sure that's right. Yeah, cool. Okay, next. The line in the xy plane above represents the relationship between height and base diameter x for cylindrical Doric columns. Something like this. Okay. How much greater is the height of a Doric column? How much greater is the height of a Doric column that has a base diameter of 5 feet? Okay. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot here. This will be easier. I'm going to actually draw on the graph. Okay. Here's the height of a Doric column that has a base diameter of 5 feet. And again, the base diameter is x, so here's 5. And there's my height. Then a Doric column that has a base diameter of 2 feet. So check it out. This one has a height of 14. This one has a height of 35. So how much greater should be the difference between these two? Which looks like 21 feet. And it was C. Okay. Next. Square root of 9x squared. All we got to do is take the square root of each of these guys. Okay. So square root of 9 is 3. Square root of x squared is x. Both are perfect squares. Both come out as 3x. And that's it. Boom. Okay. Here's what we got to do in this one. Oops. So I'll rewrite it up here. Now remember a rule that I've talked to you guys about before in terms of when we are looking at anything with a quadratic with the exponent 2 and with a variable like that. First thing we want to think, no matter what, factor. Don't even think about it, just do it. So that top, I know it's a difference of squares, so I can factor it. Not even sure if I should or what's going on, but I see it. I'm going to do it as instinct. Equals -2. Well, look what I can see now. Cross those off. And I know x plus 1 equals -2. Now I can subtract 1 from both sides, and I get x equals -3. And there's my solution. Now, they've also found, hold on, let me think about this for a second. They also found -1. No, -1, that doesn't even make sense. I was just double checking because I see -3 and -1, but -1 doesn't work because you get 0 over -2, which is not -2, so it's A. Okay. Next, the graph of this is shown in the xy plane. Okay, let's just put this over here. All right, the graph of y of f of x is shown on the plane. What is the value of f of 0? F of 0 means where x equals 0, which is here, right? This is where x equals 0. And where's that function? It's right there. It's 4. This is just about reading a graph. That's all this question is asking, so it should be D. And that's it. I felt this no calculator section when I took it was actually definitely on the easier side compared to everything I've seen on Khan Academy. Now, when you look at the practice problems given on Khan Academy, those are definitely on the harder side, can be, especially get to level 3, level 4. But, you know, not like, is it the same as the international one? I'm not sure, actually. It might be, but I can't answer that. I don't know. Okay, let's keep going. All right, what is the value of 3x? Look, you should be able to quickly observe from your studying of geometry that if this is 90, all of these three have to be 90, which means, set up an equation, x plus 2x plus 2x equals 90, right? So add these up and we get 5x equals 90. Divide by 5, divide by 5. X equals 18, okay? So you could have gone and selected A once you found X, but you would have been wrong because they do this. They ask for these extra details. They ask for 3X, right? So what's 3X? So this times 3, which is, 54. But, it's tricky. It's tricky because you got to pay attention to that last little bit of detail. You can do all that math correct. You can do 80, 90% of the math correctly. Miss that last bit, get no points. Attention to detail. Which of the following is an equation of the line L in the xy plane above? All right, check this out. There's multiple ways to approach this, but what I see in that equation is I see the slope, which is just -1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. And I see the y-intercept, which is -4. So I can straight away say this is y equals -x, which is like -1x, minus 4. There's my line. Okay. And if that's the case, now I just got to match up which one of these is the same. Now, you might be like, well, they have it in a different format. How do I get there? Notice in every option, x and y are on the same side, essentially standard form. That's pretty easy to convert to. All I got to do is add x to both sides. And I've got x plus y equals -4. And now we see it's this guy, C. Oops. There it is. Next, the graph of this is shown. Graph crosses the point at 0k. Let's take a picture here. Oops. So this is 0k. What is the value of k? Okay, what it's basically asking for is, here's my equation. We're asking for the y-intercept. Basically, we're asking what is the value. So hold on, let me back up actually. Basically, k, y is k when x equals 0. Okay, see this? So where x equals 0, so I'm going to plug in 0 here. That goes away, that goes away. K equals 12. Right, so that coordinate is 0, 12, and that's it. A circle in the xy plane has center 5, 7, and radius 2. Which of the following is an equation of the circle? All right. Circle equation is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Now, let's plug in the center. The center values go here and here. So it's x minus 5 squared plus y minus 7 squared equals 2 squared. You just got to know this formula for the test. And it looks like A, I think. Yeah, because 2 squared is 4, and there you go. And that's it. Okay, so guys, we have gotten through questions 11. So what I'm going to do is, are the questions on the real test from the, it's similar. No, they're not the same. They're similar. So they're definitely different. They're unique. They're new. You'll have never seen them before. These questions are from the actual October SAT. So these are real questions that were actually on a real test. Hopefully you're going to find this helpful and useful. Watch this again. Tomorrow we're going to pick up. Hopefully my voice is doing better and I can go longer, but I'm struggling hardcore right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll set up the time and post it tonight so you can see when I'll be on tomorrow. Best of luck. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.